Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just sort of looking at what you need to know for the week. We haven't done weekly readings for a while, so a bit of a check-in for you. There is quite a few all signs readings last week. So check in with those if you haven't already, especially that shadow work reading. A lot of important messages for everyone came out on that full moon. So make sure you check that one out as well. Um, this week we have the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. The Lenormand deck I have is the Modern Lenormand. And I also have here the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle. Okay, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel and we'll get into it for you, Leo. Okay, and just wanting to make a note here that with these animal spirit or spirit of the animal oracle, it's important to use your own intuition as well. So if there's anything specific that sort of jumps into mind for you when we see your animal there, Leo, take that on board as well. Trust your intuition. These cards do really like that. And especially like things like traits or behaviors of the animal, colors of the animal, maybe even for you, Leo, I'm kind of feeling it might have more to do with where the animal lives. So let's have a look. Leo, what does Leo need to know right now? Wow, the fire signs, you're on the money. You're on the money. Okay, some of you may have, I believe it was Pisces, the hidden energy on the bottom of the deck. We have the protection card, the sea turtle there. Okay, so you are very protected at this time, Leo. So especially if you do have some strong Pisces placements. There is a lot of protection around you. If you do have strong Pisces placements, you may want to check the Pisces reading as well for this week. But the card I've drawn for you, Leo, I'm actually kind of, you can't make this up, right? Because every week I do, for the weekly readings, I do them by the elements, yeah? So we do the air signs, we do the water signs, we do the fire signs. So I just recorded Aries and now I'm doing Leo. Aries, what is the animal that represents Aries in the zodiac? What animal card do you think that they drew this week? What animal represents you, Leo? What animal do you think you drew this week? Yes, we have the lion. It's just amazing. Like it's just amazing sometimes. Well, the next sign we've got to do is Sagittarius, and they don't have an animal, do they? They're the archer, right? So that'll throw me out. So lion, that is actually for higher calling. All right. Obviously, as we know, lion, like I'm sure a lot of you do know quite a lot about the lion energy, but it really shows us that you are embracing your own spirit very strongly this week. It seems to be the fire signs embracing yourselves, which is, wonderful. I really love that for you. But the lion itself, strength and, fighting for what is yours. And, like I said, there may be something about where the animal lives for you this week, Leo. So we do see, deserts and savannas and, places where you can run free being important to you this week. It may not even be so much about the deserts, but it may be somewhere where you can, like, you've got a lot of freedom. You can, you can run across the plains, but you can also like lay down in a tree with your little lionesses or whatever, and your cubs. So it talks about this freedom of, being able to go multiple places here, being able to have, a place for rest, a place for food, a place for, so it may be talking about places for you and having that freedom this week. It does say here, you have within you all the courage that you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. All right. So really thinking about not only the freedom of yourself, but your tribe as well. So, you're really needing to think about your pack, your lion pack this week as well. So the family stuff and making noble choices this week, being courageous and standing up and brave, tall, strong this week, being strong. So it's kind of this energy here, Leo, of sometimes you need to make the hard choices. Um, the hard choices being that, this may not be the easy choice that you would want to make, but you know that at the end of the day, it's the right thing to do for, yourself and your family. All right. So there may also be something for you, Leo, in the family reading that we did do last week as well. So maybe go back and check that one out as well. Okay, Leo, what's going on for Leo? What does Leo need to know? I'm still just gobsmacked with that. Of course, Leo gets the lion. And do you know what the funny thing is while I was shuffling, I was like, Leo, the lion, I was thinking about the lion, and that's what came out. Obviously, very strong. Your higher calling here, Leo. It's going to be a pretty simple message for you this week. Why is this so important to Leo this week, please? Why is this so important to Leo? Very interesting. We do, straight away, we have the rider here, Leo. So it does feel as though this is this is generally good, but I'm not really getting positive or negative off this rider today. It's kind of just some sort of news approaching you, something sort of happening out of nowhere, or not necessarily out of nowhere, but it's kind of things. I'm hearing the phrase spiraling out of control, like something that you may have known for a little while, and all of a sudden it speeds up and bang, we're getting news that this is now a thing, or some sort of message, or something that is showing up for you this week. Something, it does feel like something happening to do with your family, directly with your family, because we do have the child and the house coming through here. Okay, so you may be the child in this situation. We all are children, right? We all, or this could actually be your children. It may not even be actual children. It may just be like, because I am seeing a strong nurturing energy over here as well, of like why this is so important to you. That when I've asked why this is so important, the first card we have is the woman, okay, which can quite often be a mother figure. So we do have the mother and child both coming through here, and so the mother needs to nurture. You can even see in the child card, we've got the mother and the child. So the mother nurtures the child, and when the child scrapes their knee, the mother scoops them up and puts a band-aid on them and gives them a hug and tells them that it's going to be okay. And that's kind of the energy I am actually getting here for you this week, Leo. That whether it's, I'm not sure whether it's you needing to scoop someone up and nurture them and tell them it's going to be okay, or whether there is someone actually needing to do that for you. Kind of a little bit of both here. And I feel like maybe that's why we're seeing that lion energy, that you are going to have to be strong this week, because, it's going to take you a lot of courage to nurture. It's kind of feeling like it's going to take a lot of courage and a lot of strength to make the hard choice that you need to look after somebody else when you also need looking after. is what I'm getting here, Leo. So I am picking up just some random stuff coming through here that um, for someone there, for one person in particular, it's something like, and I don't want to scare you. I don't like sometimes giving some of these messages because it's not for everybody. This is a collective reading, so it's definitely not for everybody. But I am picking up on one person here where this is, just that. So maybe take it as an example of, different situations that this could actually play out to be in reality. So I am sort of picking up for at least one person here that this is somebody, most likely a mother or a child. So we're definitely seeing that linking here with the mother and the child coming through for you, Leo. And we have the house there, someone that you're either needing to keep someone stable or someone is keeping you very stable and secure. It's that holding them close and telling them it's going to be okay. So I kind of feel like there may be, I am just picking up, there may be like a hospital visit for somebody here. Okay. Um, it's kind of like, and I do feel for a lot of you, it's something spiraling out of control. So for those of you where it may be like a hospital visit, it may be like a health issue you're already aware of, and then just sort of, it swiftly turns and we need to make a hospital visit here this week. So, but once again, I am getting that the dual energy that for some of you, this is you needing to scoop someone up, and for others of you, this is someone else scooping you up. Um, and I am also picking up on a cross energy as well, that you, for some of you, it's both, that you need someone to tell you it's going to be okay, but you also need to be there for somebody else, and that's why we're getting that, needing to be strong during this time period, Leo, needing to stand strong and make some hard decisions. Some of you may need to sort of, I'm picking up here, make the hard decision of it's time for mum to go into retirement home, or she might need some extra care, and like we can't give it to her at home. So some of you may be facing some hard choices this week, like those sorts of things, and needing to sort of stand up and be strong in the face of fear, that even though this is a very super hard decision, that you need to make the best decision here. It's about making the right choice for everybody involved, not just the choice that you're, you know, that's scared, like, because it feels like it's this emotional tug. The last thing you want to do is have to make that decision, but you do, and you need to make the right decision that's best for everybody. Um, Not just for your emotions. Okay, so you're not making the decision to suit your emotions on the subject. You're making the decision based on what is, right in the long run for everybody here. But like I said, that's not going to be for everybody. That is it is a collective. So I am getting, different combinations coming through, around this sort of thing. And for some of you, this is an example. The other cards I had come out when I asked sort of why you need to know this week and why this is important to you. We do have the Tower and the Mouse. All right, so with the Tower, we do see, the foundation. So that quite often does refer to childhood, especially with the mouse there as well, because the mouse does refer to the past. All right, so we do definitely see, for a lot of you that this is, maybe some ongoing issues or something that, we've had issues in the foundation here that now they're now sort of coming up, where we are needing to nurture somebody through those issues. It may have to do with some sort of debt or loss, or somebody who has isolated themselves, or has been lost to the family in some kind of a way. So maybe that for some of you, that's what's happening here, is maybe you're welcoming someone back into the fold by, lifting them up and saying, I'm going to nurture you back into the fold, so to speak. I'm also getting with that mice energy, that especially too, because the Tower can talk about places of authority and regiment. So it can actually refer directly about to a hospital here. And then with the mice there as well, that does sort of talk about, things eating away at, like, mice nibble away at, eat away at. So it does sort of talk about, especially I am picking up strongly this health thing for somebody at least, where it's something that has, some health issue that has actually, been eating away at somebody. And for some of you, it's something along the lines of like dementia, Alzheimer's, where, over time, something has slowly been eating away, and, they're losing thought capacity and memory and things like that. For others of you, that mice energy could actually be talking about, needing to have an operation, needing to actually lose something, okay, um, in order to, be repaired and move forward here. So I'm very sorry about what a crazy message that we're getting for you this week, but we do have a lot of love on the bottom of the deck, and there's a lot of love and nurturing in this message as well. So that's, the strength that you're relying on this week, Leo, is your love and your nurturing energy, and standing up, being brave and courageous, and facing this. You have the strength within you. It's not feeling like it's anything, like I'm not actually getting like a negative energy off all this. So even though it's like a kind of negative message, when I'm talking about health issues and hospital visits and things like that, it does sound very scary and very negative, but I'm not actually getting a negative energy here. Okay, so if that helps, it's a very neutral kind of energy. It's just like, this is just what's happening. It's not, obviously not happy, but it's not actually necessarily a bad thing either. All right, so have the strength to face this. But we'll have a look at love and romance for you this week, Leo. Leo, what's going on for Leo with love and romance? Okay, we do have open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. So, you're using your love and the power of love within you as your strength this week, Leo. We do have twin flame recognition. This soul that mirrors your own. So for some of you, there may be somebody in your energy that you do feel as though, they may trigger you a little bit here and there. Mirrors tend to do that. They may sort of reflect some of your stuff, but there is this recognition that, this person is part of my soul. Very strong. But we also have workplace romance coming through, common cause connection. So I'm actually picking up that for somebody here, you may actually be meeting, the workplace may not actually be an actual place of employment for you. It may be somebody else's workplace, but you're there visiting this tower, this hospital. I'm picking up on that for somebody, that you might meet somebody just in amongst all this, and that's very random. Okay, so, but you kind of, know each other as each other. It's weird. It's like they remind you of yourself, and it flies off into, you both got this common cause, and you connect, and it may take off from there. So there may be something in that for some of you. All right, open your heart to the possibilities, but also open your heart to, using your force of love this week, Leo. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys all soon.